Hello everyone. On February 2nd, the date of the meeting of the Lord in the temple, we also celebrate the memory of the new martyr, the Hierodeacon Gabriel. Now Gabriel was from the Prisconesos diocese that was existing in the 1600s under the time of the Turkish yoke, as it's called in the Orthodox Church. He reposed in 1676 at a relatively young age, although from his earliest age he was a devout man who decided to dedicate his life to the Lord in the form of monasticism. In fact, he became so pious that he began to develop a very, very intense desire for martyrdom. Well, he went to Constantinople, where he served in the great church as what was known at the time a herald. Now, at the time, the Turks had forbidden the ringing of bells or the striking of the wooden semidron. And so a herald would go out and verbally announce the time of the service to all the people in the area. So Gabriel was the one that was appointed to do this. And as time went on, his desire for martyrdom increased all the more. So that one day when he was walking along the road and he came upon several Turks, they knocked him strongly off the road, paying little attention to him. Gabriel was not very happy with this and actually pushed back at them and then began to revile their religion. The Turks listened and called more to their aid, and they beat up Gabriel mercilessly and took him before the local prefect of the area. Before the prefect, the man said to him, "Why don't you just give up your religion? Can you not see how wonderful the religion of Muhammad is? It's spectacular, it's rich, and you too could have all of these things if you would join us." And Gabriel said, "Well, I believe in the incarnate God, our Lord Jesus Christ, who is perfect God and perfect man. And I don't believe that your prophet Muhammad was a prophet at all, but just an unlettered peasant. And I detest and revile your religion." The prefect looked back at him and said, "Are you drunk? Are you out of your mind? How could you say such things about our religion?" And Gabriel looked back at him and just explained to him again what he did believe, his faith in the Holy Trinity, and that the religion of Islam was just a counterfeit and completely false. Well, at this point, the admonitions of the prefect became a little more strict, and he begged Gabriel once again to change his mind about these things. But Gabriel wouldn't do it. And so the prefect decided at that point that he was to die. And so he ordered Gabriel to be taken out and beheaded. Not long after, this is exactly what happened. And after his beheading, from which, as the Synaxarion says, that Gabriel received a crown of martyrdom and asceticism and of virginity, a triple crown, they took his precious relics and threw them into the sea. The local faithful were unable to come up with enough money to bribe the prefect in order to recover the relics. And so his relics were forever gone. But yet they remain in the hearts of the Orthodox faithful of that area and indeed of all the world. We might think in this day of political correctness that Gabriel's actions towards the people that knocked him off the road were a little, well, severe. After all, did the Lord not say to turn the other cheek? But of course, we also have to place ourselves in those times when there was great apostasy among the Christians because of pressure from the Muslims to convert, to improve their standing in life. And many of them, after coming to their senses and regretting it, would go back in and provoke the Muslims to martyr them. This martyrdom was no less a martyrdom than any other that ever occurred in the history of the church. But because Gabriel was not politically correct. He was simply stating what he believed in his heart of hearts was the truth about the Christian faith and about the faith of Islam. And to Gabriel, truth was more important than anything else. Perhaps in our day and age, when we are completely overrun by the do's and don'ts of what we can and cannot say, we too should take this to heart. And speaking boldly, but yet with love, and even Gabriel's words were with love because they were truth, and the truth of Jesus Christ is always given in love, we too should proclaim our faith with surety that the Lord Himself is behind everything that we say and everything that we do if we but respond to His love in a positive manner. May God bless all of you. Bye-bye.